I mean, it's nice, and I love Joshua trees, but I'm not sure this area truly rises to the level of national park. Oh my goodness, are you ready to be up and about? Good morning, folks. It's been a little chilly this morning, but here comes the sun. We have so many interesting desert plants around here. This one's called a pencil cholla. It's a cactus, pencil cactus, and it's covered in, I think it's called star vine. I don't know if we can see the little tiny flowers that are on the star vine, but they're star-shaped. And there are so many beautiful little wildflowers around. They're mostly pretty small wildflowers and not very flashy, and you kind of have to look to see them. And most of them, I don't know what they are. This one, though, is called desert sting bush, because apparently there's little stingers, little hairs on the leaves that'll get you. And I've been seeing these guys all over the ground. They're called a coyote gourd. They're not edible, and it looks like somebody just threw tennis balls out here. They're really solid. I've never seen coyote gourd before, and I don't know where the plant is that was attached to them or what that plant looks like. But kind of neat seeing them. I saw a bunch of them on the side of the road, and I thought somebody had dumped a bunch of tennis balls out. And then I took a closer look. Oh, happy, happy Tuck. Of course, we have the ever-present creosote bushes and tons of little cholla cactuses. Those will hurt you. Fortunately, Tuck has kind of figured out how to stay away from the cactus, which none of my prior dogs have ever learned how to not step on cactus. He seems to be pretty good about avoiding them. And our campsite this morning is on some BLM land just outside the town of 29 Palms, which you can see out in the distance. And we're right next to Joshua Tree National Park. This is Southern California, and whence last we met, I was headed to Barstow. And I went into Barstow and got a truck stop shower and did some laundry and got groceries and very importantly got my oil changed, but then headed south and then back east a little bit to get here. There really wasn't much to see between Barstow and where we are at 29 Palms, so I just drove it. It's also been crazy windy for the last 4 or 5 days, and even if there was stuff to film, I wasn't getting out of the Jeep to do it. It's been so windy. So today we are headed into Joshua Tree National Park. I don't know that we're going to get to see all that much besides what we can see from the roadside, because it's another one of those not dog-friendly national parks. And the one short trail I was thinking, oh, that would be a neat trail to do, is closed. Did you put yourself in the car? You did? I think he's ready to go. And where we're going right off the bat is the dog park. There's a dog park in 29 Palms. We're gonna get some coffee and let the dog run around. Well, I guess he's running around here, but running around with friends is much better for him and wears about much more than just running around the camp. And if you're new to the channel and wondering who the heck I am and what's going on here, I'm Katie. That's Tuck. That's my Jeep. And we're on a pretty massive road trip, and I'm bringing you guys along with me. Are you a little crazy today? I think that you might be. He knows that we're close to a city and close to a dog park. He is being really fussy and whiny this morning. because that's where he wants to go. No good, there's some dogs at the dog park today. We will have a happy tuck. He's pretty okay being crowded. Good boy. Good. There you go. Oh, hi. Hi. What do you think? You are covered in slobber, Tuck. Yeah. Get him. It's Husky Day at the dog park. All right, I have a properly tuckered out dog. He had a great time. Several different friend groups came around. Gave him about an hour and a half of pretty good playtime at the dog park, and that'll be good for the day. It's gonna be so pleasant to have a tired dog. And now we're headed to a coffee shop. I need some coffee. Coffee shops are a little rare in this town, apparently. I have stopped by two, one of which looked really interesting because it was a donut / coffee shop and Vietnamese restaurant called Jelly Donut, but it's closed. So we're getting Starbucks because they have a Starbucks that's open. I'm really disappointed about the Jelly Donut place not being open. They're moving to another building. We have quite the insane line at Starbucks, probably because they're the only coffee shop that's open. 29 Palms is a cute little California desert town, and it's the gateway to Joshua Tree National Park. And there's a bunch of murals around town. I'm not gonna see them all, but we're gonna check some of them out. I got my Starbucks coffee, and as I was looking for murals, I found the Vietnamese food / donut shop. It has a new name now. It's called Pho Nuts. And got a donut and it's good. This is a blueberry-filled donut. And it turns out the first mural we're gonna see is on the same building as where I got the donuts. And this mural depicts flooding, because I guess 29 Palms used to get flooded a lot before they installed flood control units in 1969. Oh, and here comes a mural up on the left that looks like a military mural. Sorry, I've got to read the mural to figure out what this is for. This mural is dedicated to the men and women of the armed forces, especially the Marines and sailors from the Marine Corps Combat Center in 29 Palms, depicted here. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Kind of out here in the middle of nowhere. There's a Marine Corps Combat Center. I think it would be probably kind of hot. I parked the car for a minute because it looks like we can see several of the murals right here. This is one talking about the Smith Ranch. Guessing that's the Smith family and Ma and Pa Smith. Looks like the Smith Ranch was a place to come and stay and go to a swimming pool and other entertainment back in the day. Oh, and that's kind of neat. This one kind of shows a mural in progress with the painter up on a scaffold and a cool bowl. And I think that's actually complete. Like it's designed to show you what the process of painting the murals is like. For Jack Cones, the Flying Constable. Some folks around here just called him Cactus Jack. This fella, Cactus Jack, flew around the desert and rescued stranded travelers and sounds like an all-around good guy. And this is a mural for the Desert Queen Ranch. And apparently this fellow, Bill Keys, in the early 1900s, was working at a mine called the Desert Queen Mine, which is now inside Joshua Tree National Park. And the mine closed, and he claimed the mine as his for unpaid wages and set up a ranch there. This mural has a cool desert theme. I really like this one, with spaceships too, and aliens and a squirrel. You couldn't ask for much more than that. I think that's all the murals we're gonna see because it's becoming kind of a zoo in town. It is the weekend, and driving around here is kind of a challenge. So we are driving outside of town and turning onto National Park Drive, which is kind of cool that this is sort of the entrance drive to the national park, I suppose. And what we're about to drive by, which doesn't look like much from the road, and it's a 50-mile-an-hour road with no place to stop, is the Oasis of Mara. Those palm trees over there are part of the Oasis of Mara, which is the oasis this town is named after. Apparently the original native people of this land planted 29 palm trees at this oasis. That's how the town got its name. You can go walk out into the oasis area, but part of the trail is closed, and it's getting hot, so we're not walking out there. This is going to be a drive-by exploration of Joshua Tree National Park. And I'm thinking we're coming upon the entrance station. I can't see the station, but I see a flag, and usually there's a flag at the entrance station. And this is a very busy, popular park because it's like 2-3 hours from Los Angeles. So it's really close to a major population center. And yep, this is the entrance station. Okay, we're in, and we're gonna drive down this road wherever it happens to go. And I think we're going to turn to the right at some point and drive down some more road and make kind of a loop in the central portion of the park, and then come out and continue our way south. So Joshua Tree National Park was a national monument for a long time before it was a national park. I think it was established as a national monument in the early 1900s, and it wasn't made a national park until 1994. Looking at the map, there's a ton of the park that isn't accessible by any kind of road. And that's kind of interesting. I don't think there's going to be a ton of overwhelmingly beautiful vistas. There's probably going to be some cool rock formations and lots of desert plants. But Joshua Tree, I think, is more known for just being the intersection of two different desert systems, and is known for rock climbing and hiking, probably mostly rock climbing, because there are a lot of cool rock formations here. But two deserts meet here, the Colorado Desert, which has nothing to do with the state of Colorado, and the Mojave Desert. So the Mojave Desert is a higher, cooler desert where you have Joshua trees and junipers, and the Colorado Desert is more westerly, and is hotter and drier. Palm Springs area is Colorado Desert. It's part of the Sonoran Desert, just to make it a little more confusing. But those two deserts meet here in Joshua Tree National Park. So I expect we're going to just do a lot of driving through desert. I should amend that. I think we're going to be driving through the desert with a lot of other people. It's busy. And as far as wildlife go in this park, I don't really know what kind of wildlife you could expect to see here beyond coyotes and ravens, and probably some kind of bobcat and foxes, rabbits, all kinds of rodents, I imagine. Maybe bighorn sheep. I don't know. We'll have to visit one of the visitor center and see what all kind of critters live out here. Definitely different bird species, owls, other birds. Okay, I guess we can drive back amongst these rocks. There's no sign saying we can't do so. Oh, I guess it doesn't go that far. It just goes back to a little picnic area. And these look like weathered granite. I don't know if you can see because of the backlighting of the sun, but there's a cool line of intrusion in that granite. I'm assuming this is the same type of granite that we saw in the Alabama hills, but I don't actually know that. I left Tuck in the car for just a second because I see something kind of cool right here, which I don't know that I've ever seen this before. So we have this intrusion in the granite, and you can see right here what that actually looks like exposed, because all you can see is the little seam, and here you can see the flat of it, whatever that's called. I don't know, it's probably not called the flat of it. And from here I can see what looks like some smoky quartz kind of looking stuff, and I mean just cool rock formations. This is neat. Okay, back to the car. Just had to check that out because that's really neat. I just think it's neat. Surely there's somebody who watches these videos who is familiar with Joshua Tree and with the geology here and can tell us all down in the comments what that intrusion is and what's going on here with the rocks. Oh wow, look at all the cars. This is a little like Yellowstone in the summer. What are they all parked here for? Skull Rock. There's something called Skull Rock 300 feet ahead. I don't know that we'll be able to see that. Over there somewhere is a rock called Skull Rock. There's no way I am stopping here. As you can see, it's a little insano with all the cars. So my verdict, 15, 20 minutes into the park, is that if you want to see cool rocks, go to the Alabama hills or come here on a weekday. I'm not intentionally here on a weekend. It just happened that way. This is a map of Joshua Tree National Park, and we are right here at the intersection of Queen Valley Road and Geology Tour Road. And my original plan was to go up Queen Valley Road and to Hidden Valley and make a loop here. But I think I'm going to go down the Geology Tour Road and we're going to see what's down there. And hopefully there's signs and stuff that tell us about the geology of this area. There's a little mud on the Geology Tour Road. Not too bad. The Jeep got a little muddy. So far I'm seeing zero informational signs. I mean, it's neat territory, but I really can't tell you anything about it. I wonder if there's like a pamphlet or something I was supposed to get at the visitor center. There's no signage here, but I saw a thing on a little bulletin board at the beginning of this road that called this squaw tank, I think. Something tank. And this is a special kind of granite whose name begins with M. And it has these special dikes in them that are called something else. But look at the pretty flowers on this shrub. I think these are the same kind of dikes we were seeing earlier on that rock that I showed you guys. I mean, this is a cool eroded area. And for some reason, there's like a concrete wall right there. And look at these guys surviving out here in the rock. And look at this guy growing in this nice, cool, shady, tiny cave. It's like a tiny, miniature little habitat in there. Here's a big intrusion coming up through here, and plants have taken advantage of the fractures in the rock. The Jeep looks purty now. I turned on the Starlink and pulled up the internet to see what the deal is. And one, the road is closed beyond Squatang, so we're driving back. And two, it's just an area where they had a water cachement. That's what that concrete wall was. And three, on this road are supposedly little numbered markers corresponding to interesting geological points, and I haven't seen any of those markers. So that's fine. We went back and saw Squatang, which I'm really shocked that they haven't changed the name of that, because that is a pejorative word for a Native American woman. And yeah, I'm surprised that they still call it that. We've crossed the road and we are heading back the Desert Queen Mine Road. And I think it's just a drive through some Joshua trees. We've completed the Desert Queen Mine Loop and are headed back where we came from, and we'll start heading south toward the Cottonwood area of Joshua Tree. I assume there's going to be some cottonwoods, maybe a river? I don't know. I know I'm limited because I can't take the dog hiking to things, but I'm a little underwhelmed by Joshua Tree National Park. It seems more like national monument status. Or that it should be national monument status rather than national park status. I guess I have a high bar for national parks and what I expect of them. I mean, it's nice, and I love Joshua trees, but I'm not sure this area truly rises to the level of national park. Now, probably there's some people in the comments who are gonna go, no, it's amazing, and that's fine. Everybody has different opinions of stuff. But for me, it's nice, but I don't need to come here again. And I think it's mainly because I've driven through so much territory that looks just like this already. That's dog friendly. And yeah, I expect something more from national parks, and I haven't seen that yet. Now, we're not through the national park yet. I'll update you when we get further down the road. I am seeing more flowers as we get lower in elevation, which is what we're doing. We are going south and decreasing elevation. So I'm hopeful that we might get to see some nice wildflowers once we get down there. The Joshua trees are disappearing, and we're gonna start to see Ocotillo, which I'm excited about because I've never seen them in real life. I've only seen pictures. I'm watching where I'm stepping and I'm not getting too close. But these are called teddy bear cholla. And you can see they're kind of big. They get large. And these are developing new buds. And you gotta watch the ground because these things fall off and they stick to you and they hurt a lot. This is the area they call the cholla garden. And there's just thousands and thousands and thousands of teddy bear cholla out here. And there's a trail you can walk through them, but it's closed. Look at them all. Those are danger plants, if there ever was a danger plant. And they're called teddy bear cholla because they look fuzzy and soft and like a teddy bear from the distance. But they are evil plants, really, really evil. Just YouTube videos of teddy bear cholla and you'll see people getting very stuck with them, and getting unstuck is not a good time. Ah, here's the Ocotillo patch. This is an Ocotillo, which is a brand new plant for me. And oh, there's some blooms at the top. I don't know if you can see them, but there are a couple of blooms. And these are cool. They look like they would be a cactus, but they're not. And if you look, they have actual leaves on them. And like this is a woody trunk. And this is a whole patch of them out here in the desert. It's really big, like really big. That's neat. I've never seen those before. And look, we have some more creosote blooming. I just can't get over that smell. Like it just, I can't describe it very well. I mean, there is maybe something slightly florally about it, but it just smells clean. Like clean plastic or something. New car smell? It's almost like new car smell. This basin we're driving through is called the Pinto Basin, and it's got the Cholla and the Ocotillo, and adding this to the park elevates this area, to me, to national park. The really incredible rock formations and Joshua Tree area, doesn't scream national park to me, but this basin does. And I don't have any objective measurement of that. It just has more of a national park feel to me than the other part of the park that is undoubtedly the more popular portion of the park and the more visited portion of the park. This feels more like national park driving through this basin. There's a bunch of little roadside exhibits, which are signs explaining what you're seeing out here. But I don't want to stop because we're getting close to the visitor center and it's gonna close soon. And I'm trying to get there before it closes. Hi. Oh my goodness, what a zoo. But sticker and patch have been obtained. Last on our list, I think, for Joshua Tree National Park is the Cottonwood Oasis. And there are some cottonwoods and beautiful palm trees. I'm unclear about where the actual spring that feeds this oasis is. How incredibly cool. Palm tree desert oases. Oases? A palm tree desert oasis is a very novel thing for me. I mean, I've definitely been in lots of deserts where there's springs, but springs with palm trees? No, that's not a thing in Utah or Colorado. It's too cold. These are some beautiful flowers. That color is just striking. It's so cool to see everything blooming. And I bet you this is an invasive weed. I don't know that for sure, but it seems like most mustards are invasive. I walked kind of downstream, and this obviously isn't going to be the source of the spring because it's downstream. In order to grow these trees, there's obviously got to be a spring here, but I don't know if it has surface water running out of it or if it's underground. This is the main grove of the trees, and I don't see water. There's no big thing of water here, no big pool of water, no little stream, but cool palm tree oasis. You ready to go find a camp spot? I think you're very ready to go find a camp spot. Tuck is tuckered. He's fallen asleep, sitting upright. We are just about to exit the park, and we're going to turn on to a BLM road where hopefully we can find a camp spot that's not totally inhabited by a bazillion other people. This is the closest place to camp, just outside the park. I expect we're probably going to have some company. We're a little bit back this road, and I have not seen an open camping spot yet. It's getting later in the day, so I did not want to putz around finding a camp spot. So we found a spot that I think is pretty good. There are people not that far away, but I think this will do. Bright sun. All right, something always falls out. I've got a new puzzle ball for Tuck. This one opens up so you can put food in it. Let's see how he does with this. You gonna try the puzzle ball? Yep. Yeah, he figured it out. And we've got some flowers blooming at our campsite. There's a beautiful lupin. I've seen a ton of lupin blooming along the roadsides. They do kind of like the disturbed areas a lot. And I just don't know what these daisies are called. I mean, they look like some type of daisy or something in the daisy family. And they have a remarkable scent. Very flowery. And they're kind of blooming all over the place here. Are you helping? Yeah. You are a very big help. I'm a little overdue using my lettuce. I mean, it's still good, but in another day or two, it's not going to be good anymore. I need to make a salad every day. What's even worse is I think I've wasted some tomatoes. Tomatoes are expensive. I got to pick through these and find the good ones. It's a little hotter than I thought it was going to be. Well, that looks like a pretty good dinner to me. Here's some cheese so nobody can say I didn't pay the doggy cheese tax. He always gets his fair share. And guys, I think that's it for today. And I want to thank all of you for coming along with me. It's amazing that you're coming along with me. And if you've made it this far in the video and you're not a subscriber yet, maybe you should subscribe. Like, comment as well, it all helps. And I'll see you guys down the road.